G'day there. Haven't done an unboxing before, so I thought I'd give one a go. I live in Australia, so I have ordered a couple of products and had to get them shipped down under, so I got them all shipped together by FedEx. Got them on the wrong side of the planet, and it costs a fortune to get everything shipped separately, if I even can. So let's have a look at what I've got. Alright, so the first thing I got from down here in Melbourne, Australia, nice towel. Went and got a good Egyptian cotton, really nice soft towel, not like my other rubbish ones. So if you slash yourself up, it's beautiful and soft on your face. Best thing, if I do slash myself up, I'm not getting blood on the fiance's. Nice white towels. Clever, red one. Good tip there. First we've got the making of leather cases. That's for a separate project. Should be interesting. Now, this is the interesting stuff. So I'm not sure which one's from who. Blacksmith. This one's a big one. The Seville from Barrister and Mann, we know that one. And the Rome, which I'm very excited to try. Very excited for that one. This one, shave and a haircut. This one's just a bath. I got that for my nephew. Thought he might like the look of that. And this one's just a crazy pink one, got that for the niece. So that's not shaving stuff, we'll forget them. We've got a few samples. So we've got balsam and cedarwood, bay rum and lime, cool water, and green tea mint. That'll be interesting. The main one was Western leather. I've got a bit of a thing for leather, you might pick up, so hopefully this is good. Then we've got someone else, a bay rum, and a couple of other samples from this company. We've got, right, they've just given me scents on a toothpick. Might be pipe tobacco, I think. Gentleman's something. Looks like dragon's blood, maybe, and a cool water again, I think. And I can't smell a thing. Like I'm overdone with scent so far, just from opening the box even. So good luck trying to distinguish them. This could be a challenge. Right, that one I don't know what it is yet. It doesn't seem to be labelled. We've got Sheriff. I know that one went with the Blacksmith, so we'll see what they're like. Wrapped in tissue paper here. Mojito. Excited to try that one. We've got ginger, lemongrass and sandalwood. I love ginger and lemongrass tea, so that was the closest one I could find. A few more samples. Barbershop. I think that goes with this one. I don't know what the scent is. Grandpa's pipe. Black tie. Bay rum. And another bay rum and lime. So that's all the stuff coming out of the box. So let's have a closer look. Okay, that was a really rambling intro, and I don't think I had the camera really looking into the box. So sorry about that. I was so excited. I've just picked this up from the post office because I've been waiting all over Christmas to get it. So sorry that was poorly done. But now let's go through and have a bit closer look at what we've got. I basically got all these off Etsy, so I've just started getting into the wet shaving a little while back. I've got an electric shaver, some Norelco, I think, which I picked up when I was in America last year. I haven't shaved for years. Coming out of high school, I never shaved much because I always had bad skin. So I've always just sort of kept it a stubble for the last few years because I've always had trouble shaving. But I'm getting towards the end of university and I'm probably going to have to try and get a job, which I will probably have to shave for. So I've been trying to get into that. So I picked up some soaps, mainly to use with the wet shaving Norelco to start with. And then sort of through looking for them, I stumbled into the whole wet shaving thing. And I've started badly because I got a cheapo piece of rubbish dollar thing off eBay, and I probably don't know what I'm doing to start with, but hopefully it gets better. And through that, I wanted to get a few different soaps and scents to try. Got into Etsy, and just hit up a lot of them. The main thing I'd heard is that olive oil based soaps aren't great, so I tried to avoid them. So I think there's only one where a primary ingredient was olive oil, which I'm interested as a test case to see how it goes. So all that rambling aside, first off we've got from the Ollie and Max soap company. So we've got the ginger, lemongrass, sandalwood shave soap from Ollie and Max. Gonna have to shred it to have a look. Just a white soap, got some, looks like the clay probably settling out the bottom. Yeah, nice. That's not far from the tea that I drink, lemongrass and ginger tea, which is why I wanted to get that. So this is interesting. Not bad, first impression. From Vesta's home, we've got a honey oatmeal or natural shave soap in Mojito. Beautiful drink. After I ordered it, it's a scent I went looking for. It seemed like a nice idea, especially heading into summer. Now suddenly dawned on me whether it's going to feel like I've had a mojito thrown in my face and maybe all sticky and nasty, just the mental connotations. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm very excited to try the scent. Yeah, similar. We've got, looks like probably the honey and oatmeal, whatever, settling down the bottom. Yeah, a lot of mint, but maybe not quite so much lime, but smells nice. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, next up, Dirty Deeds soap. Western leather is what I picked, and given I'm in Australia, I just asked if they'd mind throwing in a few samples of some other scents that I wanted to try, and that's where they sent me the 4 extras. They didn't actually send me the scents that I'd asked for. I think a couple, like the bay rum I wanted, and I think that's it. So they mustn't have had samples of the other ones, but they threw them in for free. So I get to try them anyway. So we got the Western leather in the main scent, and then we got the green tea mint, the cool water, which I think is a fairly standard aftershave copy, bay rum and lime. I do like the bay rums, just coming from Colonel Conks, which I hear is not the greatest example, so hopefully we'll find another good one. And balsam and cedarwood. So they'll be interesting to have a sniff and see what they're like. But the leather's what I was really looking on Etsy for. I don't know why. Love leather. So I wanted to get some to try. Just another big puck. Yeah, maybe sort of leathery, I suppose so. But we'll have a closer scent when all the other scents have left the room. Next up, Honeybump soaps, the bay rum and lime shaving soap. Now from memory, I think this is the one that may be high in olive oil, so I'm interested to see how it goes. But when I was looking, it just looked wicked cool on the website. It's this dark blue and red and white swirls. So it does look very gnarly. Looks wicked cool. It's a shame I'm going to have to grade it into a container anyway. Seems a bit of a waste. But yeah, interesting. A fair bit of lime in that, different to the bay rums I've had. They do a lot of hand soaps. They're the ones that I also got this Christmas present for my niece and nephew from. So they primarily deal, from what I can gather, in bar soaps and such. So whether this is going to be a case of bar soap branded as shaving soap or if it's legitimately different, we'll give it a go and find out. I'm curious to see. Okay, this is coming up in my Etsy history as Buzz Planet, I think, but I think they're called Pure Body, like per body. I'll put the spelling up. They've got a lot of cool looking stuff. I was looking through their website more, and I think a couple of the scents they've got also in some aftershave splashes and stuff, which if I like these scents is something I think I'm going to test out. So they've got a good range of products beyond just the soap. So they've got the Sheriff Saving... Some of these are a real tongue twister. The Sheriff Shaving Soap. I think these ones may have had a fair bit of olive oil as well, so these ones I'll be interested to see, but I think just by looking at the Etsy store, I did get a vibe that was a bit more tailored to shaving. She does have a number of shaving products from memory. Their samples are a bit smaller, but they were cheaper along with that. And I think both of these, or at least one of them, have, I can't even think what I'm trying to, when you burn a fire and you get the black stuff and it's meant to suck the rubbish out of your pores or something. totally can't think of the word. I'm going to feel like a goose for that. Yeah, this is the Sheriff. Interesting. This is where the video falls because I'm horrid with scent descriptions, so I'm sorry I can't really describe much, but that's not unpleasant. And the Blacksmith now. Right, well this is very greasy. There's some sort of condensation on the puck right out of the pack, whether that's something to do with curing or the fact it's flown halfway around the world, I don't know. The other one was very dry. Yeah, it smells sort of soapy. Hard to say, I'll have to let that one dry out and have a look, maybe, but yeah, it's quite wet in the package, so we'll have to sort that one out. All right, Deep South soap. This one's got their sticker, so that's the Barbershop, so that's definitely from them. I'd be guessing these ones maybe too. A bay rum, a grandpa's pipe, and a black tie. But this one's not labelled, but looking at my book, this is their Lone Star Brew. I don't know what, I think I was ordering this thinking sort of, Texas, the West, Old West leather, sort of, Texan cowboy sort of thing. But in hindsight, I think they do a number of beer based soaps or beer themed ones. So I think it may be, as in a brew, some type of beer related thing. So I've got a darker one and a little puck. Yeah, no idea how to describe that. But nice. I'll see if I can get their description and put it on the website. I'm sorry, I'm useless. I had a cold when I was like 10 years old and I haven't really smelt much ever since, so I'm sort of hoping for some strongly scented soaps out of all this. But yeah, it smells nice. Okay, this is Mr. Kitty's Old Fashioned Shaving Soap in a bay rum. They had a few different scents available. And I decided to go for the bay rum because I was tossing up between all these different manufacturers which scents to get to try and get a variety. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that. That's sort of what I had in my head for the bay rum. I get a sense I'm not a big fan of clovey versions, not that I've tried many, but I don't think the Colonel Conk, which I started with, is very clovey. I really like the Barrister and Mann sample. I'm not detecting it there, so I'm thinking this could be a version I like. So Mr. Kitty's Bay Rum, off to a good start. And one of the new boys on the block, Barrister and Mann. I got a sample pack of theirs when I was in America. I was really excited by it. I liked the Seville, loved the scent of that one. Open it up and have a look at the size. So getting a container to press this into, quite soft soap, but very nice from mucking around with my little sample. The Rome is a new one. I think it's a standard line for them, not a seasonal one. But this wasn't in the sample. This came out after I got my samples, so I've got no sense of this, but reading their description, it seemed very much in the outdoorsy, leather, burnt fire, tobacco-y sort of mould, which is what I'm very much looking for. So let's have a quick sniff, but I'm very hopeful for this one. I'm highly excited. Let's have a look. Wow, that's I don't know, it's not at all what I was expecting, but yeah, that's interesting. A couple of the Barrister and Mann ones didn't grab me at all right up front. But they grew, the more I smelt them, they really grew on me. I don't know if that's sort of my mind playing a trick on me and adjusting, or if they were nice, I just need to get used to it. But a couple of them, but in the end, I really like most of them. There was only one or two I really probably wouldn't buy. This is really interesting. I don't know, it's not as much leather or tobacco as I was sort of thinking or hoping, I suppose, but it's almost giving me, I love saunas. I love wet saunas. When you go in and it's like, I think the cedar lining sort of thing, I'm almost getting a bit of that. It's almost sort of that woody, and someone else, I read online somewhere, sort of the burnt fire, like campfire going out, you've just put the water on it sort of thing. That's interesting. I think I'm going to like that. It's not that I dislike it now, it's not bad. I really like the Seville and their Bay Rum. I think that's going to grow on me more, but that's really interesting. So excited by that one. So that's the two Barrister and Manns. All right, so this is sort of just to try and give a comparison of all of them, sort of in terms of size-wise. The Ollie and Max, the Barrister and Mann, they're pretty similar. The Western Leather from the Dirty Deeds, it's probably 25%, maybe even a third thicker. Same diameter, but definitely a bit wider. It says 4 ounce on the front, and the Barrister Mann saying 3 3/4. So I'd be guessing, if Barrister Mann's accurate, I'd be guessing that's got to be over 4 because it looks more than that fraction bigger. So that's a nice chunky one, the Dirty Deeds. The Mr. Kitties, about the same. I suppose we'll call that our standard size. The Mojito one, fraction thinner, maybe 10 or 15% less, possibly. The Bay Rhyme from Honeybump soaps, it's a little bit smaller diameter than all the rest. Probably 1/4 inch, not much. Sorry, hard to see on the video there. The bottom's lined up, so if you can see the top, yeah, probably 1/4 or whatever the next step down is. And similar sort of width to the rest, to the main ones, but a fraction thinner as well, so that's probably the smaller one of the lot so far. The Sheriff and the Blacksmith, they're sort of weird, abnormal shapes, and I don't think they were full pucks. I think you could order sort of a mini puck as a test of things, so they're a bit smaller. And then the Deep Sea South, that's definitely the baby of the bunch. It's quite a lot smaller. I mean, let's go with Barrister Mann, certainly a lot smaller. It's almost like out of a muffin tin or something. A little bit thinner, but close on the thickness. So that's definitely the smallest lot. It's a bit sticky touching it too, whether that means anything or not. But yeah, that sort of size comparison. I mean, the good thing, that's looking on Etsy, they've got a lot for really cheap. So that's sort of something I was interested in. Most of these, I think, were about $5 up to $10 at the very most dollars American a puck. The Barrister Mann were a bit more, especially the Rome. That was about $16. But fairly cheap. Certainly cost me about 2 or 3 times as much in shipping as it actually cost for the soaps. But that's what you get living in the wrong place. So very interesting. I'm going to start trying these. My razor, I've got a DE 89, I think, L, which should have been here yesterday, but the soaps have overtaken it and got here early. So I'm hoping for that to come and start getting some good shaves soon. Start trying all these out. I might put some videos up or comments if anyone's interested, but I'm certainly no connoisseur, so I don't know that it would help anyone. But if I come up with any groundbreaking discoveries, I'll let you know. I'll try and describe the scents a bit more when I can clear the room, because it just stinks of soap at the moment, intense. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Hope it's maybe given you some interesting ideas and eyes on some other manufacturers. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.